Hi, and welcome to the Daily Serving Lesson for today, brought to you by Chef Tom Heintz. This week we're going to be talking about eggs. Here's your quote for today. For the chicken, the egg demands involvement, but for the pig, bacon demands total commitment. That's by John Price. We're going to be talking about eggs and breakfast. We're going into Eggs 101. It's egg anatomy. Of course, you all recognize the egg, right? So what does an egg anatomy have to do with breakfast? Eggs are so versatile and used all over the world, and unless you're a vegan, you're going to find it in any culture and a phenomenal source of protein. And since it's considered a whole food for baby chicks, everything included to produce a healthy chick, it's also an excellent food for humans. High protein content, low cost, also readily available. They can provide texture, flavor, moisture, structure, and nutrition in just about everything from soups and sauces to breads and pastries. And most often, they're associated with breakfast and brunches. Brunches, of course, are the combination of words of breakfast and lunch. So considered a late breakfast, you might say, or an early lunch. And although breakfast is usually referred to as a morning meal, at my house, we love breakfast so much we have it at any time, even for dinner or supper. Here's the composition of the egg. The egg consists of three parts: the shell on the outside, the yolk, the center, and the albumen. It's the runny stuff in the middle that's on the outside. It's the, it's considered the whites there. The shell is composed of calcium carbonate. It prevents microbes from entering and prevents moisture from escaping. And believe it or not, it is somewhat porous still, so refrigeration is recommended. The yolk is about 1/3 of the egg's contents. It's the bright yellow-orange part that's in the center. It holds all the minerals and the vitamins, and it's got all the fat. It contains lecithin, the necessary compound needed for emulsification in products. Now, that's where you can blend it together, such as in hollandaise sauce and mayos. If you don't have that emulsification, it won't work. Egg yolks coagulate at temperatures between 149 degrees Fahrenheit and 158 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 65 centigrade to 70 centigrade. Just a side note, the color inside doesn't affect the nutritional or the quality of the content of the egg. Okay, so shouldn't be an issue. The albumen is the clear portion of the egg. That's that section up that we were talking about before, and that's considered the egg white. It measures about 2/3 of the egg's content. It contains about half the protein and the riboflavin. So egg whites will coagulate. That means becoming firm and starting to turn white on you at the temps between 144 degrees and 149 degrees Fahrenheit, 62 centigrade to 65. It should be noted that the Chauvet cord, what's that little stringy part there, is the part of the egg white it's not an imperfection, it's not an embryo. Many people think that, but its purpose is to anchor the egg yolk to the albumen. You can see that kind of here in the picture. Actually, the more prominent the Chauvet cord, the fresher the egg, and it won't interfere with egg whippings, whipping the eggs. So for egg whites, you can put that in there, or the cooking part. Now, determining the egg's freshness. The easiest way to do that is when you open it, and you're going to see the fresher the egg, the more solid the albumen is. Now, it doesn't mean that it's overcooked. It means that the more it holds together. Here's an experiment for you. You take a fresh egg and you crack it open on a flat surface. You can do it on a counter. This is just an experiment that you're going to try here. Next to it, you take an older egg, and you'll see a distinct difference between the holding ability of the egg, that albumen part. In fact, here's an example of what I'm talking about. The older the egg, the more it will spread out. On the left-hand side is the fresh egg, it's then a little bit less fresh in the middle, and then of course on the right-hand side is the older egg. Now, will it not be as good? It doesn't really matter. It's still going to be usable for the product that you're doing, but just be aware of that's one way that you can tell with the freshness. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about egg grading and the sizes of them. So, once again, thanks for watching the Daily Serving. Now, go tell your friends they can sign up and get a free subscription at www.thedailyserving.com.